Good morning, guys. It's a cold one today. I woke up this morning at 5. It was, 24 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't know the Celsius, sorry. I meant to look it up before and I was like, oh, I forgot. So you could see everything has died. It's very sad. Sorrel's holding on a little bit. The camellia's holding on a little bit. The strawberries. But the perennial herbs, the oregano, the thyme. It's actually black cumin seed. I'm surprised it's holding on. Some tansies holding on, but you can see everything else is dead. The marigolds are dead. The dahlias are dead. I had to dig them out. My husband covered this, which I really wanted this one covered, but he couldn't get it on because of the supports on it. So yeah, it's funny because this one's covered and the strawberries look worse in it. But a lot of this is cool weather stuff, so it would be fine with the frost. We've had multiple frosts since last Sunday night. Every morning has been a frost. Killing frost, as you can see. Although that pea looks okay at the top, but the bottom not so much. See, tomato is dead. The kohlrabi should be happy and growing, but it's not. So I don't think I'm really going to get anything substantial. But it always makes me sad to see this. The first killing frost. Because even though it's an eventual occurrence, it makes me really sad. Because I enjoy watching the plants grow and have an abundance. But it's a lesson to learn with Mother Nature, to be resilient and to adapt with whatever comes. So this elderberry looks better than all the rest because it's kind of sheltered by this wood pile. The gopher spurge is actually growing, which is great, but it doesn't deter the gophers, as much as everybody told me it would. So we'll see. Maybe if there's more, it'll deter them more. But you could see the poor elderberry has had some frost damage. We actually have to get out here, dig up these tubers, the Jerusalem artichokes. We would have already done it typically, but because the weather was kind of wacky, we were delaying it. And I don't know if the ground is semi-frozen right now. You can see the rhubarb, the lavender, the tomatoes. It's all. I spent this weekend. It was so windy. So windy. I kept coming in and out because the wind was just crazy and it made it so much colder. But cleaning this up as best I could, getting the bok choy still holding on. I'm trying to keep this in the ground until I make dog food. But I don't want to lose it, so I might have to harvest it today because it can't take too many frosts like that. So I was cleaning stuff up. I gotta get these wind chimes in. They're kind of still covered in vines, but I was taking all the clips off, taking all the supports in so they don't get damaged. I see the lemon balm is even roughed up, and the sage looks okay. The geranium looks okay. The wormwood does not look okay. Let's see, the valerian is looking rough too. The honeysuckle's holding on surprisingly. But, there's just a lot of damage, a lot of debris. Oh, it looks like the parsley finally bit it. Yesterday it was looking a lot better. But you can see, it can only take so many frosts before it starts to give in. I did see some of my cover crop coming up. That's this over here. I couldn't remember. I was like, what is that? I didn't plant anything. Forgetting that I planted cover crop. There's some there as well. And I did see, can't see it right now, but there was back there. Some of my garlic is starting to sprout, which is good. I'm happy about that. Because that means they're not going to be duds. That they will grow and give me something. So we did do a different test. We planted them in the beds this year versus planting them in the ground. And the reason I used to plant them in the ground is because I thought that it would deter the voles, the chipmunks, and gophers, the groundhogs. But what I found was they didn't really care. They ate it anyway. I'm stuck on something. Or they just would dig it up and leave it there, and then they would still attack my bulbs and whatever else. Oh, the poor strawberries, they finally got it too. So this year, and then I couldn't remember where I planted it, or there was nothing to harvest. Yeah, it's still, the ground is still crunchy. And it's 11 o'clock now, and the ground is still crunchy. I waited to come out until the sun was higher in the sky. Look, the wisteria looks damaged. Maybe it won't come back. It's destroyed so much of the plants. But you could see, oh, this poor calendula. Usually calendula can handle a few frosts, but like I said, we've had a solid week of frost. So it's only a matter of time. The hellebore look nice though. So hopefully they come back, as I'm stepping on a gopher tunnel right now. We are still dealing with pests. But you could just see, I'm going to have to wrap this fig. I forgot about it. I'm going to have to wrap that up. I mean, it's really close to the house. I did that on purpose to get so it would keep the warmth of the house, and it faces south because I was hoping not to have to wrap it every year. It's one of those Chicago hardy figs. They're supposed to be native to my area, but they're supposed to still be wrapped in the winter. So like even the kohlrabi on that is looking rough. The string beans, I mean, it's just shot. So I took what I could last weekend before the frost was coming, knowing it was coming, to prepare and, you know, hope for the best. That next year we'll have a little bit more progress. Maybe we'll have a little bit less pest issues. I'm going to have to dig up those canis and those dahlias out of those containers, and out of this container, out of those containers. It's just really cold, and I'm not really wanting to do it. I know I have to do it, but I just don't want to do it. So if you feel the same way, comment below. If you like this video and are looking to see more, please hit the subscribe button. And to now, talk to you soon.